Hey, welcome back. This is Last Week in Gaming and today we are getting our bandanas ready. Let's step into the jungle and shoot some guns. Imagine an XCOM-style tactical shooter meets Jagged Alliance, but this time with a massive twist. No annoying effect percentages or unrealistic point-blank misses. We're talking real bullet physics, environmental destruction, many weapons and basically pure action. At least that's what they claim. This is OpenSplit. If that sounds fun to you, hit that subscribe button and definitely check out my own survival roguelike over on Steam. More videos come every Monday, and now let's start. The game we are talking about is called Warhounds, and it hits that familiar isometric mercenary sweet spot we associate with classics like XCOM 2 and Jagged Alliance, which is basically how they market their entire game, currently sitting at a mostly positive. Let's see what they have to offer, because it claims to be special. They apparently don't use traditional RNG, all in favor for real physics. But wait, I can clearly see percentages in the footage behind me, so what's up with that? Well, simply put, while the marketing claims they've ditched RNG, the reality is more like a hybrid system, where dice rolls still run when the target is further away than just point-blank range. Physical ballistics are still supposed to matter, but I guess they're not going to track every single bullet's potential trajectory. When it works, your lines of sight and cover heights would of course matter immensely on a purely geometric level. This results in your tactical decisions feeling much more earned compared to if it would just come down to a lucky coin flip. You see, human brains struggle to process mathematical probability under stress. Seeing a 90% hit chance, neural reward pathways automatically register this as a 100% guarantee. Missing that one shot shatters the brain's prediction model, triggering intense feelings of systemic betrayal. For me, traditional XCOM-style RNG has always been an absolute fun killer, with one notable exception being Battle Brothers, which is its entirely own topic for another time. I even made a video a few months back called The Case Against RNG in Survival Sims, where I showcase how some survival games thrive when they don't rely on random dice rolls. Now, knowing that this game prioritizes true ballistics over arbitrary percentages makes it immediately much more compelling, but can it really carry the entire game? Cognitive research indicates that actively managing spatial errors causes mental engagement to spike. It becomes more of a logic puzzle than playing an unfair game with fake random numbers. So maybe that will be its saving grace. Okay, so how does the game play? The campaign takes place in an alternate near-future tropical setting with an old-school action movie swagger. Between missions you are back on a mobile cargo ship managing a tight budget, buying black market gear and picking contracts. It can take a while to get through this part of the game, but once you finally get boots on the ground, the turn-based grid combat feels a lot more active than XCOM. Shooting doesn't automatically end your turn. In the game you get a flexible 2-action pool, meaning you can blast an enemy and then use your remaining points to duck behind a wall. Overwatch isn't a magical bubble either, it's a tight directional cone. If an enemy slips around your soldier's flank, they can interrupt the shot before it even happens. And on top of that, there's a lot of environmental destruction, it seems. I think this is cool because the best stories happen when gameplay rules take over and the writers stay out of the way. A scripted movie scene can never compete with actual physics. Unscripted environmental destruction adds to that feeling. It is just like I described in my Noita is a crime scene video. Stories emerging, born purely out of game design. And here, if you walk right up to an enemy's face, the game forces a 100% hit chance, so you don't get those infuriating point-blank misses we know from other games. This adds to the weight of every action and, ultimately, the story. Although you should not expect too much actual story in this title, it lives more from its gameplay loop rather than narration. On a more mechanical side, the game offers different classes with unique loadouts. It is very interesting to see how these different builds can affect the battlefield. Watching a heavy machine gun literally chew through concrete wall to strip away an enemy's cover looks amazing. And of course, friendly fire is always something you got to be aware of in this game. Overall, what we have here is a interesting tonal mix. Personally, I could do without modern settings feeling obligated to hand you a remote reconnaissance drone every time, but that's only a minor gripe. It features mechs and other futuristic things, but stays mostly down to earth. The whole sandbox would click a lot harder for me personally if they had added even weirder and more high-tech hardware into the mix instead. But nevertheless, the jungle action hero vibes are definitely spot on, and if you dig that, then this game is for you. It absolutely delivers on its promises. So, with all of that said, tell me what you guys think. Is Warhounds a tactical masterpiece or just a mechanical mess? Drop a comment below. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that you care and it helps me out get more views, so in turn I can make more videos for you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks a lot for watching and let's meet again in the next one. Bye!